Steve, and then co-main them, and now back to solo maining Pikachu, but has some depth to his character pool, has seen so many different matchups. This man is a grinder. He travels across New England, travels across Tri-State, all the way down to Virginia. He has seen it all, but he's a momentum player. If you see Lucky clip him early, he very much is going to spend the rest of the game trying not to tilt.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm always glad to see players who, you know they want to get good and they know how to put in that effort to get good. They're not just going to sit and, be comfortable winning locals around where they live. They want to go out and like prove that they can be good elsewhere and learn more about the game from other players.
And G is a player who, is right up there, taking sets off players like Ling, has pushed players like Light very, very hard, and in the local scene, but is someone who has beaten players like Mr. E before. He absolutely has the talent to take this win. He just, needs to trust his discipline because, I mean, what Piranha plan have you played at Lucky's level ever?
Yeah. And, I was going to say today, G-XTREME is up against Lucky, potentially just the best Piranha plan. I don't know who else would be. And it's going to be a terrifying thing to play up against because Lucky has just been getting better and better. And look at that. The thing is, Pikachu's a little bit stubby. If you just have that the Patooey out, like, you can't just hit Piranha Plant without thinking about it. You'll just get hit. Almost died because of it right then.
And it's all about really understanding the range, right? You have those quick attack mix-ups, and we've seen G using them to cross up shield time and time and time again. That time barely outspacing Plant, and as he understands it, we're going to see the mix-up. I love that Thunder trying to catch Lucky slipping, even though he doesn't find it, right? Still able to reverse his direction, reverse stage control, and get the pressure. What an angle mix-up there to Hurtbox shift there from Lucky to survive, and now at 200% and 101, these two just will not die improv.
Yeah, it's one. Oh man, yeah, classic ledge trap situation. It's just Lucky is going to be so good once he has that ledge control. That's just where Plant thrives, and of course where Lucky thrives.
Hold on, drag down, looking for the down smash, gets the back hit, but because he didn't get the first couple, not going to do enough to kill. G-XTREME still looking desperately for this first stock, playing disciplined. I like the reliance to this T-Jolt, willing to back up and just wait, not fishing aggressively. G is a player who sometimes would, in the past, push the docket on that, force it too hard, and when it doesn't work, tilt himself further. To see that he is disciplined through that here is a great sign for the rest of this set that he is going to stay locked in and really push Lucky to his limit one way or the other.
Yeah, and it's not that easy for Plant to like rack up the damage quickly. You got to get like certain choice hits. Plant is like one of those characters where it's like you're mostly only going to be using a couple of those buttons. A lot of them kind of just are a little bit of shaft, but it's interesting to see how Lucky can use the tools in his kit in order to put pressure on the opponent and make them make mistakes.
On the down throw, I like this from Lucky, but again, just Piranha Plant not really having the tools or the frame data to actually find a true follow-up off that throw, so he just has to take it for positioning, and then once Pikachu's out of hit stun, she has so many options, right, to mix her movement, to shift that tiny little hurt box around, and even when she misses the hit, right, she can still go all the way down, miss her down air, come back, get back to stage before you, chase you after the wreck, and then still find the F smash.
Ton of pressure on Lucky, just, trying to just get through, trying to get back on stage with the roll, and G-XTREME was so quick to sniff that out, charged up the F smash, and that was definitely the stock up against Lucky here. Falling pretty low, a little dangerous, but Lucky is really good at recovering with the Piranha Plant.
Yeah, he's so good at mixing it up, recognizing that you've got that hitbox on the side, which you can use, right, to kind of wall out some weaker things, interrupt some moves, be a little tricky, and then the hurtbox shift as well, wiggling side to side, and Lucky really pushes it to its max. G-XTREME stuck under the stage here with the Skull Bash, but has so many resources to make it back. Lucky getting the jump into the ground and the what?
Done. Just enough damage to get him into that range for that up throw. What a great setup there. And it's just like, sure you can go whatever side you want. I'm still going to be ready for the ledge trap. Does not matter.
That is one of the coolest, I think, stocks I've ever seen take. High key. And now the drag down, finding the back air. That wasn't the hit that G wanted, but he is willing to settle for it. It's just damage on the board. And at 61%, he does have this slight percent lead, but it's just about gone now. This game is even, if anything, in Lucky's favor, not just because of the percent lead, but that stage control lead as well. G able to get out of dodge with those electric property moves, though, a little bit extra hits done. And now, these two have gone from defense to straight offense to close this game out.
Yeah, and Lucky there, once again, ready for the up B onto stage. Not going to get mixed up that easily. Just another down smash, push him right back out off of stage, and just continuing this advantage situation as Lucky is so good at doing.
Lucky forced a reset to neutral there. Unfortunately, the back air shifted him into G-XTREME's T-Jolt. And now G with a perfect quick attack angle to find his way back. I love the mix. Forced Lucky to back off as well. And so now G has one more chance. He misses his parry, though, and gets pulled out by the down special on the jump. G, right? You saw the game ended before the victory screen up. His mouth opened, the jaw went slack, and he started cleaning his glasses because he's like, I'm sorry, check that, what just happened to me?
Lucky that whole game was kind of telling him, like, hey, this is my burst range. Like, just stay out of here and you're good. And then suddenly just broke that right then, right when he knew G-XTREME was wanting to just go over, reset back to neutral. He was just like, no, I'm actually, this is just over. I've won this.
And we saw multiple times, too, right? Like, G, especially at the beginning, was testing exactly to see, hey, I'm going to quick attack at this spacing. I'm going to quick attack at this spacing. Okay, now I'm going to try this one. What are you going to try and punish, and what are you going to give to me? And we saw him then take that information, right, with a bunch of back airs and neutral airs and T-Jolt spacings where he had scouted out where Lucky would and wouldn't try and punish him, and then would use that quick attack to get out of disadvantage and force these scramble situations and reversals. Whereas a lot of Pikachus love their true combo strings, right? Think your E-Sams, your Shiny Marks, even your H4s. G-XTREME has those combos when he needs them, but he likes to operate a lot more in scramble situations. He likes to use Pikachu's good frame data and small hitbox to just kind of wiggle his way into these situations where he believes that he's going to be able to just make better decisions faster than you are.
Yeah. And he kept up really close with Lucky in that one. Lucky did manage to squeeze that out with a nice read on G-XTREME's option, but I'm sure that G-XTREME will be able to get back in and now has the...
Yep, this makes a lot of sense.
Character counterpick this time around.
He said to me, actually, he's played Lucky before. I believe he actually has a set win over Lucky in the last set, but he did it with Steve. He didn't do it with Pikachu. He said, now I'm going to do it with Pikachu. Game 1 didn't go the way he wanted, so even though Steve isn't practiced as much, he doesn't play this character as much recently, well, he's running it back anyways. Knows that the matchup advantage is there, knows that he's done it before. Why can't he do it again?
Yeah, definitely a more comfortable matchup. Don't have to be as cautious about Patui. You have to be playing real scared about how that Patui is going to end up when you hit Piranha Plant when you're, a smaller character like Pikachu. Not so much a problem for G-XTREME. Sorry, for Steve. Does have those bigger hitboxes to throw out there.
No, and even though they're bigger, right? They still are stubby as well. Right, Pikachu, as you mentioned before, just not having the most range, and Steve really doesn't either, but it's just enough of a difference, especially because it's disjointed, that he's able to kind of scrap with Piranha Plant better. Plus, the blocks, the ability to block off both that down special, the Patui as well, really just shuts down at no commitment Piranha Plant's entire setup game.
Yeah. It's just especially that wall, because like Patui is so much of what Lucky wants to do. It's such a powerful move in Piranha Plant's repertoire. It's kind of what makes Piranha Plant a character, and if you can invalidate it however amount, it's going to be really rough for Lucky to be able to deal with that.
And I want to point out two things so far. First, G-XTREME's building formations. He has some of the most creative formations of any Steve, right? He builds like it's a platform. Everything is, how do I set up my movement? How do I set up my movement? And how do I set up my survival? Oh, there's no walls, normal walls, right? Too high plus a ceiling one over, or plus random blocks otherwise, so that the angles you normally jump to play around his defense, you can't do anyways. The setups are so big brain. The other one, Steve, yeah, Steve's not banned in Ohio because no Nintendo license event can have Steve banned. If you don't want Steve banned, you just take his stocks, like Lucky just did.
Yeah, still currently in the lead, as well as I felt like G-XTREME did that first stock. It's still currently a Lucky lead at this point in time. Steel blocks going up though. I mean, I do like, it does feel very efficient the way he builds everything in diagonals, because it's just, you're not wasting blocks on horizontals or verticals, and it still covers the same amount of space.
Yeah, it's easier to break and then get in, but it gives you a little bit more flexibility with your own movement, your own positioning, and it lets you get further away faster while still cutting off the wall.
Oh,
what a call out from Lucky, but just not enough to close it out. He tried to steal one away early, but not quite yet. G now has Diamond, has Gold, Powered Minecart all the way through, but it's not going to matter if he goes down 3 stocks to 1. He needs to find this stock and now improv.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, just kind of, it seemed like he just decided to cancel that a little fast just so he doesn't have to deal with the potential punish. But keeping distance, not trying to lose the stock, wants to get that stock off of Steve first. but yeah, the up throw, that will be enough.
And there's that diamond once again. G's now got 2 in the tank for the last stock. We're going to be seeing that blue beam of death all the way through the end of this one, Improv. But, you know, the question is whether it's even going to matter, because right now, G-XTREME just has not been able to find a way in.
Ooh, this is an opportunity. Got the ledge trap situation lined up, and Piranha Plant can really suffer around here. Especially just kind of keep a rinse and repeat. That damage will get racked up faster than you could think.
I really like that anvil from G saying if you DI down, you get caught by it. If you DI up, you're not going to, but it's still a block, right? It gets me higher, and that's going to put me high enough to catch you anyways to get a little bit of extra damage out of that situation. Now at 80%, again, that extra diamond in the tank. He's starting to reel this one all the way back in, and Lucky now very much in kill percent. The back throw, I love that extra pummel to wait out the block, right? Going on away. Now Lucky has to call it out, but whipping through the Patooey.
Yeah, so much opportunity of moving when it comes to the to those wings, and he does manage to use that and slips right on by the pressure. The up throw will finally kill, though. Not going to survive that at that percent.
And G looking for that early F smash, trying to use that crafting table extension, catch Lucky off guard. Not able to do so just yet, but having to burn a couple extra resources as well, right? You saw him have to place that crafting table down twice. He's now completely out, just about and gonna come up short. G letting that one slip away, knows he's able to do it, but you can see on his face after that game too, the eye roll to go back. He's trying to stay locked in, but the frustration starting to set it a little bit.
Yeah, hopefully he kind of is able to kind of set that game in the past. That is not the current game. You know, right now is a new game. Game 3, doesn't matter if it's Game 3, Game 4, Game 5, whatever. He just has to win this game, and he does have the counter pick as well.
Also, I just want to say real quick, I see while we're between games, chat's asking us, hey, can you put free K-Block on next? Well, chat, you'll never believe who's next up in the stream queue. Ooh, but guess what? You're going to have to wait a couple minutes, Improv, because we've still got a set going on right now. It's going to be back to the Pikachu for a potentially final game number 3 here in Winterside for G-XTREME as he desperately tries to find any solution to Lucky's plant game.
Yeah, it is always unfortunate to go back to the first pick after trying to counter pick the first time. It feels like a little bit of just like, oh, I don't know what to do anymore. I do hope that G-XTREME is able to kind of stay strong and figure something out to deal with this plant, because he did get very close on both games, just can't quite get there.
Yeah, it's all about the mental for him, and right now you see he's coming back with not just a renewed vigor, but a renewed game plan for game number 3, playing much more aggressive than he was in game number 1 with the Pikachu, and right now just getting in and smothering Lucky early.
A very aggressive Thunder Jolt as well to get in there. Sorry, the up B, I'm forgetting the name of it, but either way, aggressive to get in there and get a combo started, but he's still, that time it's going to get caught out, unfortunately.
On the wrap all the way around. I like the attempt for the grab, but Lucky microspacing perfectly there just to outrange it. Now the Patooey attempt, but the back air getting caught out by it off the pair. Just heads up awareness from Lucky, recognizing that that still didn't work. G-XTREME not realizing it, trying to get the trip there on the down tilt to set up a tech chase, wasn't able to, and this is a full-on scramble, right? This is what I was talking about game number 1 when I say G-XTREME thrives in these situations.
Oh, a good tech there. That was an awkward tech to reach, and he does manage to get back in time to stuff out the recovery with the back air. So well done to Lucky, able to keep control on this match and stay one stock ahead of G-XTREME.
He's doing a great job trying to find ways in, but Lucky is just so good at mixing out of these Patooey timings, right? It feels like G just hasn't had an answer. He's been able to weave through them, but not really able to punish them because of those stubby hitboxes.
And it's crazy how fast Patooey seems in capable hands, because like it just seems like he cancels it at will and is right back to being, you know, actionable. But it just, you know, it seems like a non-for move, but he's able to make it work so well.
Yeah, I'd like to see G honestly try and swing with something higher commitment, like just try and bait out a Patooey and then just get an F smash or something disjointed to just give yourself a little bit of extra range to at least force Lucky to respect something else. Because right now, Lucky is getting hit out of Patooey by a single hit of a multi-hit, and then the Patooey just comes down and interrupts the rest of it.
And yeah, a big kill on platform with the up smash does allow Lucky to go up a full stock, still fresh on the second stock. It's going to be really difficult for G-XTREME to stay in the set, as he's now facing such a big deficit against Lucky.
Lucky is just so close to closing this one out, and he knows it. You can see right now, right, looking for the read on the landing with that up smash. Lucky is locked and loaded, firing on all cylinders. Does not want to let this one even have a chance at a game 4. That being said, if G-XTREME can take this stock, this is Pikachu we're talking about, right? You're one down throw away from evening the game up.
Oh yeah. And it's trying, using that down B now to kind of stall in the air, stay away from the ledge, try to build some time before he has to get back onto the stage, and an aggressive up B to get right back to the middle. Does work that time around, but he's just like, there's so much that he has to do in order to win this game at this point.
Yeah, there's only so much left you can do, and it ended the same way it started, right?
Yep.
G-XTREME running up to Pikachu and trying to find a hit, and just not using a big enough hitbox to outrange the Pikachu coming back down. That being said, from G, right, didn't take the set, but did immediately turn to Lucky. You saw start talking, asking for advice.
I was about to mention that too,
Stayed composed. I'm excited to see what G-XTREME does over on loser side and what Lucky does in top 64 tomorrow. But before we get to the next set of our blog improv, I think we're gonna cut to some ads, give some folks a chance to take a breather of their own.
Yep.
Because after that one,